ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know you're probably thinking, hey, this is a brand new thing, right? It's completely different, but that is completely on purpose. Brooke built this. Just a quick look at the studio. Door so that only we can access it. So, other than that, thanks Brooke for making this studio. It now, looks different, is more official, and has, stuff to it. So today we're going to be counting down the top 10 non-world champions. Now, I know what you immediately think about world championships. Hey, if I'm not a world champion, my career is a failure, and that is simply not true. Ignore any Skype messages. I probably should have put it to do not disturb because I'm filming right now. So Brooke just messaged me. So sorry, Brooke. I gotta put it to do not disturb. So anyway, I think I've rambled on enough. So basically, this is anyone that has never once captured one of the 3-4 world championships there are, even no matter how short, minor, or whatnot it is. So let's get on to number 10. Coming in at number 10 is Pretty Boy. Now tomorrow. That is tomorrow at the Road to WrestleMania pay-per-view. That could change, and he would not be on this list anymore, but today he is on that list at number 10 with 1 United States Championship victory, with 2 NXT Championship victories, and he is the most times of NXT champion, along with, being a 2-time hardcore champion. Now, while he is barely in 10th, 10th is still pretty good when you consider that there's a lot, like the better majority of the roster has never once won a world title. So he comes in at number 10 is Pretty Boy, 1524, or Triple Rock. Coming in at number 9 is Maxer70. Now, his career may not have any of the IC or US titles that many of these champions will have. In fact, all but 2 people have won one of those 2 minor championships. Actually, all but 3, sorry. I lied. 4. I'm really bad at counting. So, he is a World Tag Team Champion. He is a 2-time European Champion, an NXT Champion, the longest reigning weekly defending NXT Champion, which is something we took into account because the longest reigning NXT Championship, the one above him, defended like once every month and a half, so that really shouldn't count. And he's held hardcore approximately 3 times. So there's Maxer just barely above Pretty Boy, coming in at number 9. Coming in at number 8 is Sport1234, or Sportacus 1234. Now, while she didn't have many championships in general, there is one thing, and I think it's fairly obvious, that pulled her ahead of the crowd. She is a 1-time European champion back when it wasn't defended weekly. She is a 3-time Divas Champion and a longest reigning Divas Champion, along with being a 3-time hardcore. And obviously the thing that pulled her up is the Royal Rumble victory. So that puts her actually not very far above Maxer. So that is coming in at number 8 is Sport or Sportacus. Coming in at number 7 is Kendall 1056. Now I know at this coming pay-per-view and in the near future he will likely probably become one of the higher up on this thing as opposed to being a non-world champion. Could win a world title, who knows? But for the time being, he is on this list at number 7 as a 1-time World Tag Team Champion and current. Could beat Brookheads this Sunday at Road to WrestleMania, and if he does that, that could really boost his career and put him up maybe a rank or something. Who knows? He is also a 4-time, more than most other people at all, a 4-time Cruiserweight Champion. And I guess it's something worthy of noting is the second longest weekly defending, although that didn't count for anything in points. And he is a 5-time hardcore champion, which is actually like one of the most on this list. So that's Kendall 1056 coming in at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is Evenborn 123. He's a 1-time Tag Team Champion with his brother Ethan, a 1-time World Tag Team Champion with Mattis 320, a 3-time Cruiserweight Champion, and the longest reigning weekly defending Cruiserweight Champion, which reign almost got broken, but still the longest reigning, and is well, from our records, a 2-time Hardcore Champion. And, yeah, so that's how it goes. That's Evenborn coming in at number 6. Felt fancy on that last one. Coming in at number 5. This was such a close one that there was little to nothing that set them apart except for by literally half a point. So coming in at number 5 is Waffle Shark, a 1-time Tag Team Champion, a 2-time World Tag Team Champion, a 2-time European champion, and a 5-time hardcore champion. And literally, it was so little that pulled him away from number 4, who's up next. Coming in at number 4 is Generations 000 or 001, whichever one you prefer. He's a 1-time Intercontinental Champion, a 1-time World Tag Team Champion, a 1-time Cruiserweight Champion, and a fairly astounding 13-time Hardcore Champion, which is the second most times on this list, and he's referred to as the Hardcore Legend because of it. So that is Generations, with just barely above Waffle Shark coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is Mater the Great. He was inches, minuscule little amounts of points away from becoming the R.C.W. champion, which would have taken him off this list, and he would not be recognized as a non-world champion, rather an actual world champion. But my point is, for the time being, he remains not a world champion. He is a 2-time United States champion, a 1-time World Tag Team champion, a 1-time Cruiserweight champion, and a 1-time hardcore champion on record. Now, I know it seems hard to believe that's a 1-time, but when you realize that certain people have won it 60 times, 50 times, 40 times, 20 times, so many high numbers, and also the fact that there's so many other people that have won even so much as 13, 10, so many numbers add up, and it's just hard for everybody who have won a lot of hardcores, but Mater's at 1 time, and he only beats out Generations by a point or 2. So that's Mater coming in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is Hungry Sniperfish or Freightmaster 54, whichever you prefer calling him. He's a 1-time United States champion, a 1-time Intercontinental champion, a 1-time Tag Team champion, the longest reigning Intercontinental champion, and he is a 9-time Hardcore champion. He does not, no offense to him, does not even come close to the accomplishments of number 1, and usually that's what happens in these lists. It's either really, really close and there's only like a point or 2 that puts them apart, or one little minor thing depending on what the list is about. But number 1, no offense, squashes everybody else in this. Coming in at number 1, the one that I just said squashed everybody, is Rabid Cool Tough Guy. Now, he could very well become, and he has good odds at becoming, a world champion come this WrestleMania. At the second WrestleMania, he's one of the headliners of the event, taking on Kid Rock 4 for the R.C.W. Championship, or whoever is, nobody knows. Could be anyone. But he will face the R.C.W. champion and could become champion along with winning the Royal Rumble to get that. He's a 1-time United States champion and current. He is a 1-time Intercontinental champion, a 1-time Tag Team champion, a 2-time Cruiserweight champion, a 1-time European champion, a Royal Rumble winner, and a 14-time Hardcore champion. Now, just to give you a perspective, Hungry got just under 25 points. And no, not 24 points. He literally got 24.5 points because of our scoring system. So 24.5 compared to Rabid's 41 points. Close, not exact, but about 8 points away from doubling over Hungry. That is a pretty intense difference, and that's Rabid Cool Tough Guy coming in at number 1. Thank you, R.C.W. Universe, for checking out this R.C.W. Top 10 of the top 10 non-world champions. Now, I apologize that this episode came out a little late, and I'm aware that Rabid won the hardcore title either, I think it was today? Yeah, he won it today, so that puts him at 41.5, so just for the sole fact of making sure that everything's correct, and I'm not sure if anybody else won one that was on this list, but duly note, I'm sorry if you're not on the list. You know, we didn't at all, no offense, we did not at all count skill in this. Otherwise, the list could have been quite different, and a lot of people would have been a lot higher, and a lot of other people would have been a lot lower. So, anyway, I don't know what we're going to be doing for tomorrow's top 10 yet. We're going to come up with some idea. Hopefully it's good. Make sure to tune in to R.C.W. Road to WrestleMania. I'm so used to saying Royal Rumble. Road to WrestleMania. It is going to be a pretty good pay-per-view. You'll see Hacker take on Kids for the R.C.W. Championship. Eddie take on Mater for the World Heavyweight. Pretty versus Mam, which could take Pretty off of this list and make him a world champion. Mater off this list could be. There's so many different possibilities, so make sure you tune in. And we have daily content on the R.C.W. network, weekly top 10s, and 2 on pay-per-view weekends. That's right, it's this weekend. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video, whereas this is Kids Rock 4 approving this message.